Hi my loves, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and just now tuning into one of my videos for the first time, my name is Kailey and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for taking the time to click on my video. I truly appreciate it. So as you can see, this is the look that I created in this video. This is going to be a voiceover, so if you're not really big on voiceovers, I thought I'd go ahead and tell you now before you jump into the makeup tutorial. I believe that this is the very first video I have ever done that is drugstore makeup. Yeah, this was definitely something different to my channel. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I will have my review on each and every product that I use. This is literally a complete full face of all drugstore products. So if you love drugstore makeup, I think this is going to be right up your alley, and I think you're going to love this video. So if you'd like to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. Alright you guys, let's go ahead and start. Got the bag of goodies. I'm not going to be talking too much in this video, more so you just watching me do my makeup. So I'm going to be coming in and out. I do want to talk a little bit about this palette. It surprised me because I thought it was going to be more on the warm tones, but it ended up being more of a cool tone palette, which is nice for me because I don't have too many of those in my collection. Matter of fact, I think I don't have any at all. I'm not sure. But yeah, so that was definitely a plus about the palette. But let's go ahead and zone out and just watch me do my makeup, and I will pop back in when needed. So this specific shade, and I'm sorry that my camera did not pick it up, it was a pressed glitter pigment on like a cream gold side. I really didn't like that it wasn't like super pigmented, bam in your face. So I took this NYX liquid crystal liner and I put that on top of it, and it gave me the type of pizzazz that I wanted. But I will say some of these shades in this palette was a little patchy, in specific that brown shade that I use on the inner and outer corner that I use to create the halo effect, I would say was patchy. So if you do pick up the palette, just keep that in mind. Okay, so I had two concealers is what I was pretty much showing you guys, but here's the tea about this one that I'm about to use right here. I thought that it was a cream base. When I touched it, swatched it, it came on my skin like cream, but when I applied it, it was giving me a powder feel. And as you guys could see right here, like I was really struggling with it. I even used my beauty blender because sometimes the beauty blender will smooth it out. And nah, sis, that did not work. Yeah, you can see my face expression just kind of said it all. And then I do show you, it was like super patchy. It was separated. So I was like, nah, we can't use this. So then I take the other concealer because I had two just back up just in case. Luckily, thank God, I purchased two. I had a backup. So I used the liquid concealer by Wet n Wild. And that one ended up working much better. But see, here's the tea again. I use a liquid on top of a powder, so you're gonna see right now in my facial expression, and then I also, if I'm not mistaken, show you as well. It was super patchy, it was crusty, it was breaking apart. Right here I'm like, oh cool, you know, it's blending out very nicely, which it was, like it was easy to blend out. But as it was sitting on my skin, it started getting patchy. I'm not exactly sure if that's from the powder first that I put down and then putting the liquid on top. But yeah, I didn't like it. So at the end, stay tuned. I do a full overview of each product, which is why I'm not really talking too much about what I'm doing, because I do explain it at the end. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so as far as the Fit Me by Maybelline blush, because if I'm not mistaken, I forgot to include this at the end. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful. Do you guys see that application? I was like, yes, you are staying in my collection, period. Absolutely loved it. I even took it on my temples. I was just like going in, like I couldn't stop. It was so pretty. So yeah, I'm not gonna say the name because I will butcher it. So this is the completed and final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed filming this. This was definitely a little nerve-wracking because I prefer my high-end products compared to drugstore. Go ahead and go through each product that I use, and I'm gonna tell you guys my review and what I think and if you should purchase it or not. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna start with is we're gonna talk about the Fit Me Foundation. I have used this before on my channel. This is not something that is new. I absolutely love these foundations. This is my first time actually mixing two shades because I'm kind of in between like being tanned, you know, summertime in California, to kind of not really being tan. So I was like, let's kind of just buy two and we can mix it up and I can find the perfect shade, which I pretty much feel like I nailed it with the shade color. So I can see why people use two foundations because honestly it makes a huge difference. So this one's in 330 Toffee Caramel and this one's in 335 Classic Tan Bronze. So I use those two together. Absolutely love this foundation. This is the only drugstore foundation that you will ever catch me using. I will never use any other foundation. Like, that is my absolutely go-to. Something I have used as well on my channel is the Fit Me powder. Now, if you're familiar with watching my makeup tutorials, you know that I don't set my foundation. I feel like a setting powder is really not necessary in your makeup routine, so I tend to skip that out a lot. Like, pretty much I don't use it at all, but I thought that I would go ahead and use it because I did buy a fresh one. This is in 320 Natural Tan, so I thought go ahead and just purchase it and set my makeup today. You already set your makeup. You put bronzer, powder bronzer down. That's already sets the cheeks. The concealer, it already gets set with the powder that you use for setting your concealer. So when you really think about it, you really don't need a face setting powder. That's just my opinion. That's just how I do my makeup. I know everybody's completely different, to each their own. But anyways, so yeah, I have also used the NYX powder on my channel before as well. This one is in the shade Banana. Oh my god, this is my favorite drugstore powder. Holy grail, stand by it 110%, okay? So moving right along, this is in no order whatsoever. I'm just grabbing as I go. So the Wet n Wild highlighting powder, as you guys saw in my reaction when I was applying it, horrible. Let me show you guys what it looked like so you know not to bring this. One more time, show you guys so you know not to buy this. Yeah, this one is in the shade Golden Flower Crown. It's a no for me, dog. Like, I do not like that highlighter. It shows the texture of my skin. I have acne and it's like literally showing the texture of my skin. I don't know if you guys can see it when like I'm doing a side profile. I could see it, so I hope that my camera's picking it up as well. No, that is actually, matter of fact, I need to get off my table and go in the trash. Okay, so moving right along, the setting spray, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Finish Spray. Oh my gosh, you guys, this smells so good. Okay, like, I love this. I wish it was in a bigger bottle because I'm probably gonna be fucking with this for it just does something to me. Like, I love this. I love this spray. I will say the one thing I don't like about this spray is that I feel like when I sprayed it, that the mist on it was so harsh. Like, I felt like I was drowning if you guys saw me when I was putting it on. So that's the only negative I would say about that setting spray, but absolutely love it. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10, period. Okay, so the Wet n Wild liquid lipstick that I have on my lips, this is in the shade, it's called Liquid Cashew Matte Lipstick. This is in Toffee Talk. Now, when I originally put this on, as you guys saw in my reaction, I was kind of thrown off because I thought it was like gonna be more on the purple side, and it's not. I actually really like it as far as the color, leaning more towards a gray. If that does that make sense, like gray undertone with like kind of like a hint of a purple shade. Really like this lipstick, but it's super drying, and I don't really think that that is a negative because most liquid lipsticks to me is very drying unless you put on a lipstick primer, which I have, which I don't know why I didn't do that. because it's maybe because it's also not drugstore. The one that I'm talking about is the MAC Prep and Prime. If you have one of those, a lipstick primer, then this will definitely apply much better than it did. As far as the clear LA Color High Shine Shea Butter lip gloss, for one, love that it's shea butter. That means it's very hydrating and it's gonna be almost like a chapstick on your lips. So I actually really like that. Really like this. I have nothing bad to say about this. I love that it's thick. Sorry, I didn't even show you guys. This is what it looks like. Yeah, definitely like this. We'll be using this again. This is my first actual clear lip gloss that I have in my collection, so this is definitely going to be used and abused because it'll go with every single lipstick that I apply to my lips. Everything, I'm sorry, let me tell you guys too, everything that I'm showing you is under $10, period. So okay, the Wet n Wild contouring palette, yeah, I like the bronzer in it. When I picked it up or when I seen it, I was like, oh, it's probably gonna give me a liquid type of feel, but it gave me powder. So that was just like a little weird, but I'm trying to decide if I want to keep it or not because I don't like messing with one thing and not the other, you know what I mean? As far as the concealer go, this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer. Now, for one, I love the color. I think it matches my skin tone to a T. Absolutely love the color. But the problem that I have with this is that, well, you know what? I am looking super cakey right here and the makeup actually broke apart. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. I can see it, but right here it's separated. So I'm not exactly sure if that's from putting this on in the video, as you guys saw me trying to put on the highlight. I don't know if that may have messed up this concealer. I'll give this another shot, so I'm not going to talk bad about it yet. We're gonna give it another shot because it could have been the powder. I put liquid on top of powder thinking this was already liquid. The LA Colors palette that I used, it was kind of patchy a little bit. Like I'm not exactly sure. It could have been my eye primer, or it just could have been that the shades was not the greatest. But I will definitely use this again. Most def, I would definitely use this again. And I love how it was a lot of cool tones in it. I don't own too many cool tones, so I love that it was a cool tone for sure. So it blended out nicely. I didn't even struggle, tuggle, pull, none of that. The NYX glitter, I have used this before. I love these. I actually have them in different colors as well. These are really bomb. These are the liquid crystal body liners, and this is in the shade Crystal Hip. So pretty. I'm actually really like this makeup look. It's more on the cool tone side, and I like that because I don't really do too much cool tone looks. So anyways, that's it. That's everything that I used on my face. I got everything from a store called $5 and Below. Five and below. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. You are a true real one for that, period. Okay, don't forget to subscribe down below if you loved me and would love to see me again on your feeds. Don't forget to hit that good old notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. You don't want to miss a beat. Yeah, videos is like at this point every single week. Like, I'm confident in saying that. I try to dedicate every Saturday to a filming day. Thank you again. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys on my next video.